I have a lot to talk about, so this is going to be a long form walk and chat. Not, I don't know if it'll be a podcast level of length, but the shorts are a bit on the long side. I always have a lot to talk about. So it's day 6. I haven't had caffeine, sugary drinks, coffee, all of that thing. The reason being is I did all that on the holidays. I came back, don't know what happened, I just stopped having it all. And now I'm doing my second walk of the day. And in the last week or month, been 4 days only so far, that I've been doing a morning walk, distance of 4 to 5 kilometres, and an afternoon or evening walk of equal distance, totaling above 10 kilometres a day in walking, and it's going good. When I got back, I was borderline 70 kilograms, fighting for about a month or a bit to get below 70 kilos, maybe a month and a half to 2 months possibly. And these walks have actually caused rapid weight loss, and I've actually managed to get to a good pinpoint of like 1200 calories a day, just being aggressive on this finalized weight loss journey. For me, apparently the leanest body mass is about 58 kilos. That sounds bloody dramatic as all hell, but I've gone from 70 to 66.5 kilos. Today I might have had a bit more food, but I'd say a bit more fruit actually. So I've had pineapple, stone fruit like plums or whatever they're called, and the thing is I'm sick of the whole protein thing, but I'm having food. That's what I like so far. I'm having food. So the food I've been a bit slack on, but I've been comfortable and happy. And one of those things is I just have 2 eggs in the day. I'm trying to have cold salads on the side. Fruit, obviously. And then I'll have quite a big tub of yogurt. But I've been indulging in the 550 gram flavoured yogurt at the moment because I'm struggling to find the high protein ones, and I am getting sick of it, constipated, annoyed at this whole process because it's just extreme and it requires you to eat so much goddamn food that it just seems so not realistic. But if I just start looking like I'm losing muscle and all that crap, I'll just try a little bit harder. But my aim is to just be lean. If I end up skinny, that's what's going to happen. I'm not going to cry about it, because I'm quite content in the whole, process. And I'm very, very much, even when I look at bodybuilding and I look at people lifting weights, I'm still locked into try to do everything body weight because it's giving me more strength in other areas, more, agility. Just, it feels so much better, and the breathing is a lot better when you perform that way. Whereas in the gym, I'm trying to focus on, the gym being at home, focus on breathing. Fucking nearly passing out doing it. And so, yeah, I have hurdles in this whole routine, in this whole process, and I have pushed through it all. And now I think back and I go, why did I let myself sit at 77 kilograms when that's not the final ideal weight? See, I'm trying to get to a weight where my stomach is flat, back to its original form, from where it should be, in my opinion, where I can maintain at a comfortable level and be extremely happy in that. And I just think that that's what I'm meant to do. And I mean, you can get to a point where you look starving, but the main point is if you have a starting weight, like a slim weight, and your goal is to maintain that and still eat a bunch of food, and if you're not gaining weight and you're not starving, then you're probably supposed to be that way. But it does look funny sometimes to see people shredded as all hell, lean as all hell, whatever you want to call it, and they do look a bit starving. When I look at things like other animals, like kangaroos and dogs, a dog that's working, a kangaroo that's, you've seen them, skin tight, they got bloody shredded as all hell, bro. But anyway, that's not where my goal is really, but I don't like to put myself in that category. I just like to feel good, get it done, look alright in some areas, whatever. Not to be some super fucking human, but yeah, it's quite amazing. The smaller you get, the easier it is to sort of lift your body weight. Been doing pull-ups and consistency. It's quite amazing what you can do to your body. I don't know if people are supposed to be super jacked up and like, I don't know, extremely huge, but who knows, maybe people were lifting stone and lifting parts of nature. Other part of me says that people are just really skinny in nature, really anorexic, or maybe we have the ability to climb trees and we relate to that and we're supposed to do that to hide. I don't know, but there's a lot of strength and a lot of mass to gain from just lifting your own body weight or pushing your own body weight. I've slowly, progressively got stronger, and I mean slowly. I have a task, so the task is to lose weight, lose fat, whatever, and with that, quite literally, maybe lose strength, but I think it's still there. I think it's going alright. Just gonna pass this farm area because I don't like talking to myself and no one's around, but there's farmhouses ahead. I like to not disturb, just passing through. There is a couple of things I'm going to have to deal with. One being that I might have some loose skin at the front of my stomach, and I've got some stretch marks in the arms. It's not perfectly clean, and what else is there? Hurdles for anything that comes up in life that causes stress, which ultimately could affect my eating routine, but as of now I'm locked in and I'm ready to go, and I have been. The other hurdle is the rapid weight loss is looking good on the scales, but if the next day, like tomorrow, is higher or the same as today, then I'm just going to be like, that's disappointing, because I'm just like, so, wow, I'm losing so much weight every single day. But if I'm 66.5 kilos, my goal was 64, and it's taken 4 days, 4, 5, 6 days, whatever it might be, 7 days to achieve that goal that I tried to achieve in 2 months. Whew. And I'd say partly has to do with all the bloat and everything, and the fact that I've gotten rid of milk and all this other stuff that was bloating, and I'm doing active cardio and doing active strength training, and I'm eating the calories I need, and I've got a good ratio for me. Could be a dangerous ratio, but for me, nothing wrong with a passive cut, whatever you want to call it, because my ultimate goal is just to get down to 64 and then figure out what next. I mean, between those two values, I don't know if there'll be that much of a muscle loss or anything like that, to the point where, like, I'm gonna be like, oh, there goes gains or some bullshit. No, I'm gonna get slim, and then I'm gonna just figure out what I want to do. Do I want to lift and train hard and do something else? Or do I want to stay happy, healthy, lean and thin, or whatever it might be, and just be what I've wanted to always be, and just like spirited to the earth, eat a handful of nuts, eat a handful of fruits and vegetables, just be one with the land, and figure out what I can sustain my body with and just go with it? Or do I want to have a period where I'm just actively trying to get a fucking crazy physique? I don't know, because this has been a long journey and it's taken its time this time, whereas in the past I've taken like 3 months, 2 months to lose all my weight, almost, right? I've trained my brain mentally thus far to the point where I'm like, okay, I've had beers, I've indulged in certain areas, this isn't doing anything for me, no good can come out of it, time to recover, and I push through it. And now I want it so hard, I want it so much more, and so I'm just proactively going out. I even pushed through depression and just said, nope, get out that door, get this walk done. But I personally don't think you should try for the rapid weight loss approach, or fat loss approach, because for me it took a year to get down, lose all my, a lot of weight. And with that, it was a lot of fasting every day, every second day, sometimes 3 days. Very restrictive on food. It would start off with wraps, and it'll be like 2 wraps a day. At the very start, we were eating fast food, but we were looking at the calories in it, sticking to the 1 box meal for KFC, and eventually reducing that, getting it out because it just doesn't feel great. I'd say that if we had kept up with that, we could have rebounded and actually gained the weight back, because it makes you feel lethargic and you can't be bothered exercising. You need that balance, or you're just screwing yourself. And then you get to a point where you fix your metabolism a little bit. Harder to eat food. Can't stomach a lot of stuff, I suppose. I don't know. Get to a good rhythm and things just work out. Woo. And then you hopefully can live that way for a long time. And this for me would be the second year of health and fitness, mainly the fitness side. I was trying, but I wasn't trying too hard on the fitness side of things last year. But now, a little more hyper-focused. It might sound like I can't breathe properly, because it's fucking hot, dry air. Didn't bring a bottle of water with me. And I don't think what I'm sleeping on is great, but yeah. Alright. Like the foamy bed. I feel like I'm breathing in and suffocating on it. It's a weird feeling, but anyway. And so the holidays, right? I ended up maintaining that all my weight would go up and down. Not what I wanted to achieve while away, but I beat the odds of gaining like 5 kilos and whatnot. I kept walking multiple times a day. I kept up with my exercises. It actually boosted my routine a bit, which was great. But I had some days where I wasn't losing any weight at all, and I know it's because I ate too much. I felt like I walked a lot, burnt a lot of calories, but at the end of the day, I don't recommend anyone drink while they're actively trying to cut or lose weight. If your soul isn't good, it just lingers around you for days or even a week. That's what happened to me. In one day of drinking, I'm not even drinking that much either. And then trailed on. Then I drank again the next week. And then the week after. And it nearly became a slippery slope. I just wanted to see if I could do something and push through it mentally. And I've done that. But there are certain things I don't want to try. I don't want to go out and eat a fucking Twix. But I will get a chocolate protein bar. I know companies are proactively writing protein on everything, and tricking people to go back into bad habits. There are certain protein bars that are really, really bad. What's it called? BCS. There was a protein bar in that brand, I think, which tasted exactly like chocolate. Very caramelized, very chocolatey. Had the same shit feeling you get when you have chocolate. And yeah, it was in the calorie range. Kept having too much of this stuff. Kept feeling gross. And that's enough. Bye bye. I do like them though. Again, slippery slopes. You gotta get rid of them before they begin. Coffee. I mean, that's been the biggest hurdle. Buckets get the shit out of me. The biggest hurdle. Like I keep saying, you can't force yourself to do something. It has to happen naturally. It sort of happened naturally because I got home and I just completely stopped having it. The temperature where I was 20 degrees every day. 20, that is, 20. In that range, right? Yeah, some hot days, but anyway. As soon as you drive back to where you belong, 30s high, 40s high, you can't be drinking coffee in that shit. You can't be drinking Pepsi and Cola in that shit. Distorts your mind. As it did for me, and it does for me. But I do want it a lot. Ain't no doubt about it. But it's a killer, man. Killer of gains, whatever you call it. A killer of your weight loss journey. Big, bad no-no. For a while I just think, okay, it's in my calories. That's fine. Calories add up quick. And I wasn't believing that for a while. But yeah, you have 1 coffee, 2 coffee, 10 coffee, all with milk. Guess what? You barely got room for all the good stuff in your body. So therefore, you eat more. And then your calorie intake is completely fucked up. I've been wanting to get to that nice sweet spot of 1200 calories. Don't get me wrong, I'm not eating more than that. I'm definitely eating about 2000 calories or something. But I'm burning 700. Bare minimum, right? Maybe 650 at the bare minimum. And what that's allowing me to do is if I burn that much, I can decide whether I have wiggle room for a little more food. And there are things that you drink and eat that will stick around you for days, continue to bloat you. Maybe yogurt's one of those things too, but we'll find out. It does constipate me a bit, but am I constipated or Is it just that I'm fucking getting down to a lower weight? There's no fucking way to shit anything. I don't have a clue. I am ending this walk in a few moments. And with that, thank you for listening to anything I have to say. And maybe I'll do another one of these. Bye bye.